My name is Trishit Roy. I am neurologist, ex-director and honorary professor, Bangur Institute of Neuroscience, Kolkata. On the occasion of Purple Month, because Purple Day was observed on 26th March, it is every year it is observed, and after that the 1 month is taken for awareness programs related to epilepsy. So I will raise only a few points related to epilepsy, few myths rather you can say, related to epilepsy. Despite scientific advances, it is unfortunate that even today there are fears, misunderstandings, and discrimination and social stigma surrounding a person with epilepsy. Epilepsy is considered by many as a very rare disorder. No, it is not a very rare disorder. It affects 50 million people worldwide. In India, epilepsy has been identified as a public health problem. It's found to be the second leading problem affecting the brain in both the urban and rural populations. It is estimated that in India, with a population of more than 1.2 billion, there are 6 to 10 million people with epilepsy. And there are misconceptions, another misconception, that is, misconceptions are many related to epilepsy. One is that people with epilepsy are mentally ill. It is general belief. No, epilepsy is not the same as mental illness. Equating epilepsy with mental illness will be wrong. And in fact, the majority of people with seizures do not develop mental health problems. There may be associated mood problems like anxiety or depression in a patient with epilepsy on account of their disease. Somebody suffering from a chronic disease may develop incidental anxiety depression, and there might be some associated issues. So equating epilepsy with madness is wrong. It is also considered that people with epilepsy are generally very violent or crazy. So the belief that people with epilepsy are violent is very unfortunate, and it's wrong. And people with epilepsy have no greater tendency toward severe irritability and aggressive behaviors than do other people. Many features of seizures and their immediate effects can be easily misunderstood as crazy or violent behavior. As for example, during seizures, some people may not respond to questions, may speak gibberish, undress, repeat a word or phrase, crumple important papers, or may appear frightened and scream. Some are confused immediately after a seizure. That is called post-ictal confusional state. And if they are restrained or prevented from moving about, they at that moment can become agitated and combative for a brief period. However, once the attack is over, they return to normalcy and usually display normal behavior in between attacks. Then children with epilepsy are dull. People say that my child is not doing well, and school, they are taken for granted their education will remain incomplete. That is a very dangerous misconception. So, except for children who are born with brain disorder or with brain or birth injury, children with epilepsy have normal intelligence in general, and they should be persuaded to continue their education like any other normal child. Epilepsy is also considered as a curse or wrath of God. What an irony! Because epilepsy, as I said at the beginning, is a very, very old disease, and thousands of years, even before Christ was born, the epilepsy, epileptic seizures, people know that. But even today, even in the most developed countries, these misconceptions, that is the wrath of God, is still prevailing. It is unfortunate that even today we have to face such questions. Epilepsy has nothing to do with curse, possession, or other supernatural processes, such as punishment for past sins. So, like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure, Epilepsy is a medical problem of the brain and can affect anyone irrespective of his or her needs. And this was announced by no other person, Hippocrates, in 400 BC, before Christ. But still, this misconception is prevailing in our society. Another misconception is that this epilepsy is infectious or contagious. No, no, no. Epilepsy doesn't spread through touching or coughing. People who are having an attack, rather they need help, and the onlookers should not refrain from helping the person because of such irrational beliefs. They should hold the patient with gentle optimum pressure and turn the face to one side so that the secretions, whatever comes out, and the patient doesn't get choked. And between the two jaws, upper and lower jaws, a clean cloth should be introduced so that tongue doesn't get bitten. So within a minute or two or so, the attacks, in majority of the cases, brought under control. If not, then you should seek the help of a nearby doctor. It can that way you can very easily solve the problem, rather than refraining from the patient touching because of misconceptions. And use of an onion, metal, etc. helps in terminating an ongoing epileptic attack. No, no, no. Some people think that an epileptic attack can be terminated by doing so, after placing a metal key in the person's hand, or holding dirty shoes in front of the nose. These are irrational beliefs. Relatives, friends and teachers of people with epilepsy should be aware of the measures to be taken during an epileptic attack. There is wastage of time. Epilepsy medications are ineffective. Because it is a long continued treatment, so they think, when the patient or patient's relatives, they think that medication is not of any use. It is a very, very dangerous and serious misconceptions again. Epilepsy medicines are very essential for the control of epileptic attacks and should not be neglected. The complete treatment should be discussed with your treating doctor, and the treatment should be adhered to as long as your doctor advises. Then there is another very funny, I should say, that the marriage is a cure for epilepsy. Marriage, how is a cure for epilepsy? How it can be? Like any other normal person, a patient with epilepsy, if it's controlled with medications, can lead a normal life and can marry, can have children. That is another issue, but that doesn't mean that marriage cures epilepsy. Life of a person with epilepsy is miserable. It is generally held as a belief. And there are so many diseases in human beings. One has to carry on treatment throughout his life. Why epilepsy will be singled out only? So, life of a person with epilepsy can be very manageable rather. In comparison to other diseases, life with my opinion is that life of a person with epilepsy can be very manageable, because if attacks are controlled with epilepsy, in between attacks he is normal. So, and very similar to life of people without epilepsy, provided you have a positive approach towards life. You must have positive approach towards life. Very important aspect in managing with epilepsy is embracing the treatment as an integral part of your life. You should take the treatment of the disease very seriously. That means the daily intake of medicines can sometimes put you down, but it should not. When not a single dose should be omitted. And epilepsy is a hindrance. Is a hindrance in leading a happy and successful life. Is it so? No, no, no. People with epilepsy can have a happy and successful life, as I have already said. If the seizures are controlled, they can complete their education, they can hold on to a good job, they can marry, they can go anywhere. There are certain do's and don'ts, of course, and I will discuss on some other occasions, and somebody else may discuss this issue. So with this certain do's and don'ts, and then with complete adherence to medical treatment for years together though, so he can lead a normal life like any other person. So he can lead a happy and successful life. So it is not at all an hindrance if it is treated. If not treated, then recurrent seizures may cripple the patient. Then it is a hindrance.